And by the way, I love your hair colour. It's awesome. Very nice and fun. So my name's Kelly. I've had my wand just over a year. I bought a classic wand actually off a friend that had bought one off Lisa, which was lovely. So that was really nice to buy one through a friend. And it took a little while to get here, I must admit, but good things take time. And when it arrived on a Saturday, and I was so super excited, but I was working all day. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to get this day over so I can have a wanding session. Well, I didn't get to wand until about 6-7 o'clock at night. And I did my structured water. I drank that. I did basically just the basic protocol, and then I drank some more water. And I was just lying there watching TV, and I thought, oh my gosh, I literally can feel the energy. I could feel the energy up and down my arms, my legs, just everywhere. It was such a freaky feeling. I must admit, it was the only time it happened, just that one first time that I felt this amazing energy all over my body. But I should have backed up a little bit before I said that. So I have chronic Lyme disease. I also have several co-infections with the Lyme disease. I've got oral lichen planus. I've had thyroid disease. You name it, I've pretty much got it. So I haven't been a very healthy person for the last 13 years. And I have literally tried everything. I even went to Germany and had hypothermia in Germany, and nothing seems to be working. Nothing had worked up until that point. I was on 8 to 10 tramadol a day for my screaming bone pain in my ribs. Nobody over here could help me. We have no Lyme literature doctors. So I was pretty much on my own, just searching Google for ideas and things, and I would try anything, literally drink the grossest of gross things just to try and get my body better. Anyway, I came across the wand, and so I reached out and I bought one. Well, the next day I didn't need any tramadol. I'm serious. It was like a little miracle for me. It was like, oh my gosh, I don't need any tramadol. What's going on? I just couldn't believe it. 2 weeks later, my husband and I decided that we would buy a Pro, because sitting there wanding for a whole hour every day out of my day when I'm a busy person running several businesses and had children was just too hard. So we went and we got a Pro from Singapore, and I haven't looked back. So for me, I'm a hairdresser, so I was telling everybody, I was telling all my clients, and next minute I had a long list of people that wanted to buy these amazing wands off me. I also just about off my thyroid meds. So after I had hypothermia 3 years ago, my doctor put me on thyroid meds, and I was not looking very good. I asked him at the time whether I'd ever get off them, and he said no, I would be on them for the rest of my life. I'm down to 125 milligram tablet a week. So, 20 minutes of thyroid wanding has done that. Also, when the iTera Bio came out, I decided that I really had to have one of these as well, because I just said, this is such an amazing company. What can this do for me? So I got one, and I basically did 5 to 6 days a week with the Bio for 20 minutes. With my Lyme disease, I could not feel my toes. I just had no feeling in the tips of my toes. After 2 months, my feeling is back, and I can wiggle my toes and feel them. So I'm just really, really excited to be here. I'm excited for this journey, and more than anything, I'm just so excited that I can help people. And now I'm hearing back testimonies from my clients and my friends and everybody that's got wands, and it's real. It's not just on Facebook. It's not just the people in America, saying these things. It's my friends and my family, and it's just amazing. So thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Prime.
So my pleasure. I'm so happy that you've had, lots of different results. It's really cool. And I know, Kelly, you've written testimonials in the Facebook testimonial group that go into more detail as well. So if anyone wants to get the whole picture, pop on over to the Facebook testimonials group. Okay, thank you for sharing. Genevieve, it's your turn, my dear.
Hi, Lisa, and hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to share my story. I'm nearly 66 years old, and in November last year, I came across this amazing, incredible device that I mean, honestly, I've never come across anything like it in my life. I'm an ex-registered nurse, midwife, cardiac pediatric. You know, I'm very well medically trained, gave that away because it didn't fit with who I was. After lots of trauma, lots of stress, anxiety, you know, terrible, you know, deaths in families, all this sort of stuff, you know, major trauma in my life. I found myself in November last year with severe pain, not being able to walk on my feet, and having massive abdominal issues. And a friend of mine said to me, I'd moved up to the Sunshine Coast, and she said to me, "You're really ill, Jan." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And I had been sick many years ago for 10 years and lost 10 years of my life. And anyway, all my autoimmune diseases came up, and so I was struggling big time. And a friend of mine said to me, "Can I come and just use this machine on you? You need to start to walk again." I couldn't walk. I had so much pain in my body. And anyway, she bought this red hairdryer thing, and I sort of thought, oh my goodness. Anyway, I said, "I don't care what you do, just do it." So anyway, she started to run my body, and she just did the 10-point protocol. And I stood on my feet, and I could stand on my feet without any pain. Now, this was amazing because I could not stand on my feet. It was huge. Anyway, I said, "How do I get one of these?" And she said, "Oh, you got to go online, da, da, da." And I said, "Right, we need to do it now." So to cut a long story short, I went online, got that, ordered that machine that night. I sold a holiday on Facebook to do that, mind you, because I sat in myself and I said, "Okay, do I need this?" And I got absolutely. I'd been asking, you know, God, I'd been asking the universe, I'd been asking for something to help me. I was desperate, and this was my answer. So within hours, I got online. I ordered my machine. I went and picked it up from Lisa up in Taunton the next day. I went home that afternoon, and I actually gave myself a proper treatment. Now, I tell everyone, do your 10-point protocol. It is absolutely vital you do the 10-point protocol. If we're sick, we've got blockages. You need to move stuff. And so I did my 10-point protocol on the Tuesday afternoon. I did it again on the Tuesday night, and I actually treated my body, my whole body. And on the Wednesday morning, I did it again. So that was 3 treatments. By Wednesday lunchtime, it was like the black dog came off me. I felt it physically come off me. You know, that's stress, anxiety, depression. It lifted off me, and I was able to breathe. And I painted a picture that afternoon called The Light at the Edge of the Storm. I'm an artist, and I couldn't paint. And then that same week, so that was on the Wednesday, at the end of that week, I got diagnosed with an ovarian tumor. And I'm exactly the right age. You know, I was 65 at that stage. I'm single, female. I'm postmenopausal, all that sort of stuff. I had every symptom, and I had severe abdominal pain, severe flank pain, urinary incontinence, frequency, urgency, just severe pain. And I was diagnosed that week with an ovarian tumor. Now, what you've got to get is I had 1 3/4 of my ovaries removed when I was 33, when I had a hysterectomy. So I only had a little bit of one left, but they told me I had 2, and one was a massive tumor. So I said, yeah, okay, that's interesting. I thought, if this machine has done what it did for me to get me standing, I know about quantum frequency. I know about quantum science. I know that this can work, and I know it can break up tumors. So I concentrated. I set my intention, and I was so excited. There was no way in the world was I going down the medical track for this. You know, I was not going to go down the medical track. 22 days later, I had an appointment with the hospital specialist, the oncology department, to be able to have my surgery, all that sort of stuff. And I had 22 days to work on this little thing that I didn't want to have in my body. And I wandered every morning and every night religiously for an hour plus every morning and every night. I did my 10-point protocol, and I concentrated on my abdominal cavity, and I concentrated on my back. And I was just blown away. I knew that I was right. I knew I'd got better. Every symptom that I had completely abated. Every symptom. I did not have one symptom by the time I got to the specialist. And they told me the day, and I had all my MRIs and everything the day before I went to the specialist. And I get there, and they said, we've booked you in for, so many days' time to have a double oophorectomy done. And I said, you need to look at my results. And she said, oh, they won't have changed. They can't change. There's only two things it could be, and there's no other option except taking them out. You're in trouble. And that's why we've got the oncology team here. And I said, you need to look at the results. Anyway, they looked at the results and said, oh my goodness, we're going to have to do all the testing again. I said, why? And she said, there's nothing there. And I said, I know. So I told them what I was doing. And they said, oh, no, that stuff can't work. And I said, oh, yes, it does. I said, you know about frequency. I said, you use it every day in medicine. I said, I'm medical. I know this, And anyway, they said, no, can't happen. They wanted me to do all the testing again. I said, no, this was in November last year. And I said, I will redo the testing in 3 months' time, and I'll prove to you that this is gone. I had it all redone in March this year. I am officially totally discharged from the hospital. I do not have ovarian cancer. My tumour has completely dissipated. I didn't have it. I don't have one. It's gone. And thank you to the machine. I know that this machine is amazing. I know that it works, and I know that people can get results. Doesn't matter what it is. The results that I get with my clients now, with the people that I care about, with the people that I share about, are just phenomenal. I could go on for hours with the stories that we've got from this, but I'm so grateful. I am very grateful that someone cared enough to share it with me, and that I am able now to be able to share my story with others. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you for sharing your incredible story. I mean, I've watched you from the sidelines as you've gone along this path, and it's just been incredible. Yeah. So and I think for everyone, this is why we all do what we're doing with these ones, right? When we hear stories like Kelly, like Genevieve's, this is what, gets you up in the morning and gets you to the next thing of whatever it is you're doing. So thank you both. I look forward to seeing everyone in Sydney. I hope you can all come, because it's going to be magnificent. And I'm going to hand back to Scott now.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Genevieve.